So Florida statute 790.01, which is the carrying of concealed weapons or concealed firearms. That's the general statute that says you can't carry concealed. Again, it used to, et cetera, without a license. And then they changed that recently with the new law. But the subsection that's important here is subsection 5, which deals with what you do in an emergency. So subsection 5, a person does not violate this section if he or she or they, whatever, is lawfully in possession of a concealed weapon or a concealed firearm, as those terms are defined in 790.001, and carries such concealed weapon or concealed firearm on or about his or her person while in an act of evacuating during a mandatory evacuation order issued during a state of emergency declared by the governor pursuant to Chapter 252 or declared by a local authority pursuant to Chapter 870. As used in this subsection, the term, quote, in the act of evacuating means the immediate and urgent movement of a person away from the evacuation zone within 48 hours after a mandatory evacuation is ordered. The 48 hours may be extended by an order issued by a governor. All right, so let's break that down. So what does lawful possession mean? It means you have to be allowed to possess a firearm. So that means if you are a prohibited person, run down the list: convicted felon, convicted domestic battery, current domestic battery injunction, current risk protection order, ever been Baker acted by a court, illegal alien, all the standard people that are normally prohibited from firearms, you are still prohibited from possessing firearms. It doesn't matter if you're being evacuated, if there's a hurricane or not. And you have to carry such concealed weapon or concealed firearm on or about his or her person. That means, guess what? Can you have open carry, Julie?
No.
Good job, because it says obviously concealed carry. So yes, this law does not allow for open carry. It only allows for concealed carry. And you have to be in the act of evacuating during a mandatory evacuation order issued during a state of emergency declared by the governor or the local authority. So here's where, again, everybody gets all crazy and they're like, oh, the governor issued a state of emergency, so that means I can carry, right? That's only one of the two things. It says you must be in the act of evacuating during a mandatory evacuation order, and it has to be during a state of emergency declared by the governor.